What if I told you that Mother's Day is not to celebrate your mother? What if I told you that Mother's Day originally was an organization to teach women in the late 1800s how to care for their children so that they did not have infant mortality? And then it morphed into mothers coming together post-Civil War to bring healing to the men, bringing both Union and Confederate soldiers together and forcing them to talk it out. What if I told you that, like with everything beautiful and pure in its beginning, people grabbed onto it because they could make money from it. They could make a buck. They could sell you Happy Mother's Day cards and tell you it was a day to honor and celebrate your mother. And it's all a lie. Mother's Day was a beautiful thing. It was a day of reconciliation. It was a day for moms to ask people to work it out. We don't have to hate each other because of the color of our skin. We don't have to have children dying due to infant mortality because we have young moms that don't know how to care for their kids. And that's happening today. Just a little while ago, I saw a video of a 7 and a 9-year-old in Albuquerque, New Mexico, that had a weapon that was loaded, and the police had to stand these kids down. Now, the police had reportedly been to that home of those children over 50 times in the last year, people asking for wellness checks on these babies, and they were still in the care of bad parents. What if I told you that if tomorrow, instead of focusing on the fact that you're a mom, I'm a mom, or that we still have mothers on this earth, we focus on being better women? That we look tomorrow at the state of our communities, of our public schools, of our countries, and we start looking for ways to have those conversations that are uncomfortable. That we start looking for ways to bring back basic home ec, folks. Talking to young women about caring for their children. Putting in place programs on teaching people to be their best selves instead of, well, the last 4 years of teaching people to be the best victim. How about, regardless of what community you live in, you think about talking to people about how it's okay that the world has told you everybody around you is out to get you and they're racist, when the majority of us walking through life just want to walk it the best way we can. And we all have one thing in common. We love our children. So moms, just so you know, when you're celebrating Mother's Day tomorrow, it was never about you. Ever. So please don't get upset with your family if they didn't commercialize it for you. If they don't take you out to eat or buy you a bunch of flowers or bring you expensive gifts, because Mother's Day was never about birthing moms. It was about giving, not receiving. When I saw that, I thought, wow, I have to share that because that's a big deal. It's a big difference in what you and I have been taught for the past 120 years. I know I was an educator. Can't tell you how many times I had kids creating something for their parents, and I should have had kids creating something to make their communities better. So if you guys would like to support Starkey Homestead, where I bring you real truth, things you're probably not going to hear anywhere else, because YouTube demonetized me because I won't stay within the box they think I need to be in. I'm going to talk about things that other people don't want to talk about, because I love my community, I love my country, I love my Jesus, and I love my family, and that none of us can prosper if all of us don't get across the line, guys. We're this close to a second civil war in our country. And the Mother's Day movement came from the Civil War. Wow, how powerful is that? See, history matters. Real history gets you. It gets you in your insides, and it makes you want to be a better person than you are. These women wanted men to heal because it is women. It might be our men and our sons who bleed in wars, but it is a mother's heart that breaks every single time. So just something for you guys to think about today. So I've got a little bit more about making the coop, the chicken coop, the portable chicken coop at the end of this video. You can feel free to watch it, or you can cut it off now. Doesn't matter to me. I don't get paid anymore. But if you want to help us, look in the top of comments. Happy Mother's Day, guys. But go be a better version of yourself tomorrow. Find a way to make a difference in your community. So I wanted to make a video showing you guys how handy dandy Steven is. All right, Steve, turn this way so they can see it with you. Tell them what you did.
It's just it's going to be a chicken coop that I can move around. All right, 2 pieces of paneling to make it a little longer, a little wider. 1 4x4 up front, 2x4s, and I went ahead and I didn't have enough 2x4s, so I recycled, repurposed.
I love that. I love that. All of this was recycled up purpose.
Yeah. 2x4 scabbed together, put together.
Okay.
And then I was just thinking how heavy it is to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heavy enough for my wife to move.
Yeah, and since, you know, he's all form, we try to make everything where Sam can do it. Oh, I love that. So you need one more wheel.
No, I need 2 wheels. Those 2 there keep going flat.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna put something on. I have to pull the air compressor all the way out here to do it.
I don't blame you.
So put two wheels on the back, because that there you can't really pull from because you'll break it in half.
Okay.
So I need to get 2 wheels and 1 long bolt and nut on the back side so I can tighten the wheels up.
All right, and then we're going to cover this with a tarp that, again, we are repurposing, folks. Look, when you try to stay out of debt-free, it means that you're zip tying. It means that you're putting together boards rather than going and buying one long piece. This is what homesteading, farmsteading's supposed to look at. It's beautiful, baby, or look like. Thank you. All right, while you problem solve, walk over here and show them the fence. So when you donate to our farm, whether or not you're donating to our food ministry, where we're growing all this food and giving it away to needy people in our community here in Southeast Louisiana, you are also helping us afford to pay people to help on the farm. So I told you guys yesterday I had to go to the hospital last night because my back locked up. And yes, I'm still in serious pain, but the problem is sitting. When I sit, the pain is really bad. If I can get up and move around, it's a lot better. So here's the electric fence enclosure, okay? So what he's building there will go in here, and then when I move the fencing, I will move that. And the chickens will eat all the cover crops that I've been growing for the past 2 months, therefore reducing my feed costs, increasing the nutrient density of the chicken meat, of the egg, increasing soil viability, biodiversity, and nutritional density. This is how you do it, folks. It just takes a little work. It takes a lot of hands on deck. We are small acreage, so we stick with small livestock. But again, if you guys would like to donate to our farmstead, we are debt-free, which means it is sweat equity instead of debit cards, credit cards, here on our farm. Everything is sweat equity. But since YouTube stole my money, it makes it a little harder, folks. I'm not gonna lie to you. By the way, happy Mother's Day to all you amazing ladies. My mom will be 82 this year, and I feel extremely blessed to have her around. So we're driving like an hour one way just to go to church with her at her church, because that's what she wants. and it's Mother's Day. I, however, have children in different time zones around the entire world, and for the first time in a long time, I won't have any of my kids with me on Mother's Day.